I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know why I even cared enough to play this thing, but honestly, even with my zero expectations, I'm still disappointed. You might not have heard because of the lack of hype, but Call of Duty Vanguard's beta just released. It's been about a week long. I haven't been playing it a lot, to be perfectly honest. That's mainly just because, why would I? It's just the same game, but worse, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have no fucking reason to play it or buy it, and I don't see why you should either. There's zero hype at the minute for this game. You'll notice that the Twitch views were low, and I think at some point Lawn Mowering Simulator of all games passed it in views. It's really low. I hear no one talking about it, and that is for a reason. It's not just because the game is terrible and awful and glitchy, and it's not amazing either. It's just fucking generic. There's nothing about this game with any passion or soul or anything you haven't seen before. It's, literally speaking, Modern Warfare 2019 again, just not as good, and in World War II.
You're an amazing creature, Spider-Man. You and I are not so different.
I'm not like you. You're a murderer.
Well, to each his own.
After the Activision scandal shit that happened a couple months ago and Cold War's negative reception, I figured, hey, maybe this year we'll see a year where they take a step back and just add content to Cold War or Modern Warfare. But hell, even remaster Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, because I guarantee they've got that lying around somewhere, but nope, they got Sledgehammer back after they literally fired them and decided to make a Call of Duty this year in World War II. Because that worked out so well the last time. But we've got the, 20th COD game in the row to be released yearly. And it's not good. I didn't enjoy it at all. It's basically just, as I said, a dumbed down World War II version of Modern Warfare. It's got the same graphics, the same gameplay, the same shitty map design. I probably should bring that up. The maps in this game, while not the worst ever, were just, I guess they got the job done, but is that really good enough? Like, COD 4, you had Shipment, Crash, Block, you had all these maps that people like. Maybe not Block, Bog, I guess, but then in this you've got the map that was in Stalingrad that no one liked, that's like the winter map, and you've got the hotel map where 80% of it is breakable and you can't fucking tell where you're getting shot at 80% of the time. And while you can't tell where you're getting shot at, you can't tell where you're shooting either, because the visibility is absolutely awful. It's like the sun itself is glaring down into your gun and damaging your eyes. So my eyes hurt playing this game. I fire my STG and the gun explodes in front of me, shakes all over the screen, and it's just barely usable. The guns themselves just didn't work. They had really high recoil, pretty low damage. Most people ran the STG, the MP40, or the 3-line rifle. I saw no one run the LMGs. The shotguns. One of the shotguns, actually, I think it was I can't remember the name, but it was the 5-bullet one. Had some of the worst spread I've ever seen in a game for a shotgun. And it was just horrible. You had to shoot 4 bullets to get a kill with it. And most of those bullets wouldn't even land anyway. It's just abysmal. And speaking of abysmal, I mean, no content in this game at all. You've got 15 guns probably at launch. You've got apparently 20 maps, but 10 of those will be for Champions Hill, and the other 10 of those will be alright, passable COD maps. Maybe not the worst we've ever seen, but pretty bad. Not gonna really stand out in your mind as some of the greatest, alongside Rust or Nuketown. It'll be up there with fucking Factory number 27 from Black Ops 4 or some shit, but I don't know. Champions Hill, their new mode that's literally just slapped on so they can advertise the fact that they have a new mode, is just dog shit. It's literally gunfight with lives and battle royale, and I actually liked gunfight quite a bit in Modern Warfare. I didn't think Cold Wars was that good, but oh my god, dude, they fucked gunfight in this game. It's basically you like can play duos or solos, and it's basically like you have like 12 lives and you have to kill each other in a gunfight map. It's not even a gunfight map, it's like a small 6v6 map, and it just doesn't work because like half the time you can't even fucking find someone, and you're able to get money to upgrade your guns and shit, and it obviously uses the same system and animations from Warzone for a lot of this stuff, like the armor plates, which they've just slapped in every single thing since Warzone came out. And I didn't win it, but oh my god, it just was not fun. It was just, it's like the equivalent of Fireteam Dirty Bomb from Cold War last year. It's one of those modes that's just in the game so they can say, hey, we have a new mode. It's not the same game, it's not the same game. Even though it is, it always has been. But at least back in the day, they used to have good campaigns, good multiplayers, good zombies. Even if they were similar, you could always tell that there was some sort of passion behind it, and that just no longer exists anymore. There's zero soul in this game. It feels like the most generic World War II shooter ever made. There's zero kind of respect, I guess, for the era. It doesn't feel like they've handled it like World at War. Although I will say they actually had a bit of gore in this game, unlike World War II, which I was on board with, but it just feels like, hey, let's make a gun with, or let's make a game with World War II guns, like, you know, the generic ones, like the M1 Garand, the STG, the MP40, and we'll put it in Stalingrad, and where else was in World War II? I don't know, just some hotel, I guess, and, you know, doesn't feel like they took World War II and added any justice to it. You don't play as the Americans and Japanese, you don't play as the Russians versus the Nazis, you play as my team versus the enemy team, both of which has an English dude voicing the team's announcer. And you can play as an American, a Russian, a British guy, and a Nazi, and a Japanese guy in the same team, and just that's in it, apparently. You know, that's what World War II was like. You know, my team fought valiantly on the beaches of Normandy to stop enemy team from taking control of it. And speaking of taking control, just Activision feel like they're taking control of your wallet with this game. It just feels like they've got their disgusting ass micro penises inside your wallet, draining the life out of any dollar you have. Like, really? £70 for this? Are you gonna buy that? I'm not, but think about it. What could you get with £70? I bought BioShock on a CD Key website maybe a couple weeks ago. One of the best games ever made. That was £3. That's like, what, even less than 20 times cheaper than fucking Vanguard. What is the excuse for that? They aren't more expensive to make. This game is literally just Modern Warfare again. It feels cheap. It doesn't have more content. It's not better than the old games. It's just money. It's just they jumped on the opportunity as soon as they could to make money. There's no content. There's nothing here that you haven't seen before. It's just Modern Warfare, COD 4 even. COD 4 again, but worse. That's what they've all been since COD 4. Nothing's topped that game, and it's because in that game, it was a big leap up from COD 2. Sure, they all added innovations. Modern Warfare 2 added kill streaks, for example. Black Ops had zombies, and World at War added zombies. Black Ops had even more zombies and new unlock systems. Black Ops 2 had quite a bit of content, but realistically, they're all the same game, and this is just COD 4 again, but with new mechanics, and it doesn't do anything particularly better than any other COD game, aside from the graphics, which to be expected look good, but like, is that even a selling point? Do you play a game because the graphics look good? I don't. Maybe you do, but I don't know. I could just play Modern Warfare 2019, looks the same, was alright. And if I don't care about the graphics, I can just play another shooter game like Halo 3, which just has fucking 20 times the content, passion, soul, and is just a generally better game. I don't want to put this game up, just do the shitty dark matter camo grind for the 80th time. Like, every single year you boot it up and there's no fucking stuff to unlock, so you grind for dark matter or whatever the mastery camo will be in this game, which will probably be shit anyway, or it'll be like animated and stuff, and you'll boast about it for 5 months until the game dies and no one plays it, and then it just sits there. You never use it again, you never play the game again, and that's just because no one cares. It's just the game you buy because your friends buy it and you want to play a game this year because there's nothing else coming out. Except there is stuff coming out. I don't personally think they're going to be amazing, but Halo Infinite is free to play. Looks alright. I enjoyed what I played of it a bit. It was alright. I mean, got the job done better than this. Battlefield is coming out, and I mean, £70 still a bit much for that, but it looks far better than this at least, and I heard Battlefield fans actually think the game looks very good. I hear no Call of Duty fans saying the same about Vanguard. They're all saying it looks like mediocre, not even terrible, just nothing amazing. The game's just generic. That's all I can really describe it as. Generic and soulless. It doesn't feel like a game. It doesn't feel like you're buying it to experience a great new experience that you've never had before, a new amazing story, or a new amazing like mechanic that you've never played before. It's just going to be the same game as Modern Warfare 2019, but with destructible doors. Is that it? I don't know. Maybe you'll enjoy it. I personally recommend not to buy the game. In my opinion, at least. I would save your money, buy a better game, buy Master Chief Collection for £30. 5 great games in Halo 4 in one collection. Or you could buy the older Call of Duty games, probably on a CD key website. You could probably get 7 or 8 of them for the same price of this game. I don't know, just doesn't seem worth the money, and I guess that's all I have to say. Keep your money where it is, and just take a moment to sit down and think to yourself, am I content with paying $70 for a game that's realistically speaking the same game I've played for the last 13 years? Have a think about that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys later.